ओम वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तम् तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धम्
अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धम्
सारवत् विश्वतो मुखम्
सारवद्विश्वतो मुखम्
अस्तोभम् अनवद्यं च सूत्रं सूत्रविदो विदुः।
सूत्रं सूत्रविदो विदुः।
अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः। प्रथमः पादः। समर्थः पदविधिः। शुभामन्त्रिते पराङ्गवत्स्वरे प्राक्कडारात् समासः। सहसुपा अव्ययी भावः। अव्ययं विभक्तिसमीपसमृद्धिवृद्ध्यर्थाभावात्यया सम्प्रतिशब्दप्रादुर्भावपश्चाद्यथानुपूर्वयोगपद्यसादृश्य सम्पत्तिसाकल्यान्तवचनेषु
अव्ययं
विभक्तिसमीपसमृद्धिवृद्ध्याभावासाम्प्रतिशब्दप्रादुर्भावपश्चाद्यथानुपूर्वयोगपद्यसादृश्य
यथा सादृश्ये यावदवधारणे सुप्रतिनामात्रार्थे
सुकृतिनामाप्यर्थे
अक्षशलाका संख्याः परिणाम
अक्षशलाकसंख्या परिणा
विभाषा
विभाषा
अपपरिबहिरञ्च वः पञ्चम्या
अपरिबहिरञ्चवपञ्चम्या
आङ्मर्यादाभिविद्योः
आमर्यादाभिविद्योः
लक्षणेनाभिप्रतीयाभिमुख्ये
लक्षणेनाभिप्रतीयाभिमुख्ये
अनुर्यत्समया
अनुर्यत्समया
यस्य चायामः
यस्य चायामः
तिष्ठद्गुप्रवृत्तीनि च
तिष्ठद्गुप्रवृत्तीनि च
पारे मध्ये षष्ट्या वा
पारे मध्ये षष्ट्या वा
सङ्ख्यावंश्येन
संख्यावंशेन
नदीभिश्च
नदीभिश्च
अन्यपदार्थे च संज्ञायाम्
अन्यपदार्थे च संज्ञायाम्
तत्पुरुषः
तत्पुरुषः
द्विगुश्च
द्विगुश्च
द्वितीयाश्रितातीतपतितगतात्यस्तप्राप्तापन्नैः
द्वितीयाश्रितातीतपतितगतात्यस्तप्राप्तपन्नैः
स्वयं स्तेन
स्वयं तेन
खट्वाक्षेपे
खट्वाक्षेपे
सामी
सामी
कालाः
कालाः
अत्यन्तसंयोगे च
अत्यन्तसंयोगे च
तृतीया तत्कृतार्थेण गुणवचनेन
तृतीया तत्कृतार्थेन गुणवचनेन
पूर्वसदृशसमोनार्थकलहनिपुनमिश्रश्लक्ष्णैः
पूर्वसदृशसमोनार्थकलहनिपुनमिश्रैः
कर्तृकरणे कृता बहुलम्
कर्तृकरणे कृता बहुलम्
कृत्यैरधिकार्थवचने
कृत्यैरधिकार्थवचने
अन्येन व्यञ्जनम्
अन्येन व्यञ्जनम्
भक्ष्येन मिश्रीकरणम्
भक्ष्येन मिश्रीकरणम्
चतुर्थी तदर्थार्थबलिहितसुखरक्षितैः
चतुर्थी तदर्थार्थबलिहितसुखरक्षितैः
पञ्चमी भयेन
पञ्चमी भयेन
अपेतापोडमुक्तपतितापत्रस्तैरल्पशः
अपेतापोडमुक्तपतितापत्रस्तैरल्पशः
स्तोकान्तिकदोरार्तकृच्छ्रानिक्तेन
स्तोकान्तिकदुरार्तकृच्छ्रानिकेन
सप्तमी शौण्डैः
सप्तमी शौण्डैः
सिद्धशुष्कपक्वबन्धैश्च
सिद्धशुष्कपक्वबन्धैश्च
ध्वाङ्क्षेण क्षेपे
ध्वाङ्क्षेण क्षेपे
कृत्यैर्ऋणे
कृत्यैर्ऋणे
संज्ञायाम्
संज्ञायाम्
तेनाहोरात्रावयवाः
तेनाहोरात्रवयवाः
तत्र
तत्र
क्षेपे
क्षेपे
पात्रे समितादयश्च
पात्रे
समितादयश्च
पूर्वकालैकसर्वजरत्पुराणनवकेवलाः समानाधिकरणेन
पूर्वकालैकसर्वजरत्पुराणनवकेवलासमाधिकरणेन
दिक्सङ्ख्ये संज्ञायाम्
दिक्सङ्ख्ये संज्ञायाम्
तद्धितार्थोत्तरपदसमाहारे च
तद्धितार्थोत्तरपदसमाहारे च
संख्यापूर्वोद्विगुः
संख्यापूर्वोद्विगुः
कुत्सितानि कुत्सनैः
कुत्सितानि कुत्सनैः
पापाणके कुत्सितैः
पापाणके कुत्सितैः
उपमानानि सामान्यवचनैः
उपमानानि सामान्यवचनैः
उपमितं व्याघ्रादिभिः सामान्या प्रयोगे
उपमितं व्याघ्रादिभिः सामान्या प्रयोगे
विशेषणं विशेष्येण बहुलम्
विशेषणं विशेष्येण बहुलम्
पूर्वापर प्रथमचरमजघन्यसमानमध्यमध्यमवीराश्च
पूर्वापरप्रथमचरमध्यमवीराश्च
श्रेयान् दयकृतादिभिः
श्रेयादयकृतादिभिः
तेन नञ् वसिष्ठेनानञ्ज
तेन विशिष्टेनानञ्च
sorry it is विशिष्टाभ्य तेन नञ् विशिष्टेनानञ्ज
विशिष्टेनानञ्च
सन्महत्परमोत्तमोत्कृष्टाः पूज्यमानैः
सन्महत्परमोत्तमोत्कृष्टाः पूज्यमानैः
वृन्दारकनागकुञ्जरैः पूज्यमानम्
वृन्दारकनागकुञ्जरैः
कतरकतमो जातिपरिप्रश्ने
कतरकतमो जातिपरिप्रश्ने
किं क्षेपे
किं क्षेपे
कोटा युवतिस्तोककतिपयदृष्टिधेनुवशावेगद्बष्कयनी प्रवक्तृश्रोत्रियाध्यापक धूर्दैर्जातिः
कोटा युवतिस्तोककतिपयदृष्टिधेनुवशावेद्बष्कयनी प्रवक्तृश्रोत्रियाध्यापक धूर्धैर्जातिः
प्रशंसावचनैश्च
प्रशंसावचनैश्च
युवाखलति फलितवलिनजरतीभिः
युवाखलतिफलितवलिनजरतीभिः
कृत्यतुल्याख्या अजात्या
कृत्यतुल्याख्या
वर्णो वर्णेन कुमारश्रमणादिभिः
कुमारश्रवणादिभिः
चतुष्पादो गर्भिण्या
चतुष्पादो गर्भिण्या
मयूरव्यंसकादयश्च
मयूरव्यंसकादयश्च
इति पाणिनीयसूत्रपाठे
इति पाणिनीयसूत्रपाठे
द्वितीयाध्यायस्य
द्वितीयाध्यायस्य
प्रथमः पादः
प्रथमः पादः
द्वितीयः पादः
द्वितीयः पादः
पूर्वापराधरोत्तरमेकदेशे एकदेशे शिनैकाधिकरणे
पूर्वापराधरोत्तरदेशिनैकाधिकरणे
अर्धनपुंसकम्
अर्धनपुंसकम्
द्वितीय तृतीय चतुर्थतुर्याण्यन्यतरस्याम्
द्वितीय तृतीय चतुर्थ्यान्यतरस्याम्
प्राप्तापन्ने च द्वितीयया
प्राप्तापन्ने च द्वितीयया
कालाः परिमाणिना
कालाः परिमाणिना
नञ्ज
नञ्
ईषदकृता
ईषदकृता
षष्ठी
षष्ठी
याजकादिभिश्च
याजकादिभिश्च
न निर्धारणे
न निर्धारणे
पूरणगुणसुहितार्थसदव्ययतव्यसमानाधिकरणेन
पूरणगुणसुखितार्थसदव्यसमानाधिकरणेन
तेन च पूजायाम्
तेन च पूजायाम्
अधिकरणवाचिना च
अधिकरणवाचिना च
कर्मणि च
कर्मणि च
रजकाभ्यां कर्तरि
ऋजकाभ्यां कर्तरि
कर्तरि च
कर्तरि च
नित्यं क्रीडाजीविकयोः
नित्यं क्रीडाजीविकयोः
सुगतिप्रादयः
उगतिप्रादयः
उपपदमतिं
उपमतिम्
अमैवाव्ययेन
अमैवाव्ययेन
तृतीया प्रभृतीन्यतरस्याम्
तृतीया प्रभृतीनन्यतरस्याम्
त्वाच
त्वाच
शेषो बहुव्रीहिः
शेषो बहुव्रीहिः
अनेकमन्यपदार्थे
अनेकमन्यपदार्थे
संख्यया व्यया संख्याः संख्येये
संख्याया व्यया सन्नादूरादिकसंख्याः संख्ये
दिङ्नामान्यन्तराले
दिङ्नामान्तराले
तत्र तेनेदमिति स्वरूपे
तत्र तेनेदमिति स्वरूपे
तेन सहेति तुल्ययोगे
तेन सहेति तुल्ययोगे
चार्थे द्वन्द्वः
चार्थे द्वन्द्वः
उपसर्जनं पूर्वम्
उपसर्जनं पूर्वम्
राजदन्तादिषु परम्
राजदन्तादिषु परम्
द्वन्द्वेघ्नि
द्वन्द्वेघ्नि
अजाद्यधन्तम्
अजाद्यदन्तम्
अल्पाच्तरम्
अल्पास्तरम्
सप्तमी विशेषणे बहुव्रीहौ
सप्तमी विशेषणे बहुव्रीहौ
निष्ठा
निष्ठा
वाहिताज्ञादिषु
बाहिताज्ञादिषु
कडाराक्षरमधारये
कडाराकर्मधारये
इति पाणिनीयसूत्रपाठे
इति पाणिनीयसूत्रपाठे
द्वितीयाध्यायस्य
द्वितीयाध्यायस्य
द्वितीयः पादः
द्वितीयः पादः
We are seeing the 6th chapter, 3rd section. Aluk Uttarapade. Uttarapade. Uttarapade pare पूर्वपदस्य विभक्ति प्रत्ययस्य अलुक भवति. न लुक अलुक. अलुक तथा उत्तरपद. Uttarapad, the word goes as anuvritti to the end of this section, 6.3 completely up to the end. The whole pada is as the anuvritti of Uttarapada. What happens to the vibhakti pratyaya? Either aluk or it will be replaced by some other word. Aluk is up to the sutra, the word aluk from the Aluk Uttarapade. Yeah, see that it goes as anuvritti of the sutra 24. After that, when the Uttarapada follows, something happens to the Purvapada. A change, a parivartanam in the Purvapada happens because of the following padam. Uttarapada is called Uttarapadam. Uttarapade pare Purvapade yat parivartanam bhavati tat sarvam asmin pade vartate. Tat parivartanam aluk rupena vartate अथवा पूर्वपदस्य स्थाने अन्य शब्दस्य आदेशः भवति. So aluk uttarapade, we are going to see in the context of samasa the first 24 sutra. So here also we have seen aluk uttarapade panchamya stokadibhyah ojas sagom vattamasastritiyayaha manasasanyayam ajnayini cha atmanascha vayyakaranakyam chaturtyaha. All these things we have seen. Parasya cha alad. Then the next one which we are seeing. The last class we started with that. Alantat, aladantat, saladanta saptamya sanyayam. That we will continue from where we left. The sutra we will see. Saladantat, adantacha, so aladantat, saptamyaha sanyayam. All the words are important. Sanyayam, when it denotes a sanya, hal antat tata at antat. That is adanta. Uttarasyaha aladantat adantacha uttarasyaha alanta tata adanta pratipadikasya uttarasyaha. What will be there after the pratipadikam, alanta pratipadikam, adanta pratipadikam? It's vibhakti. What vibhakti? Saptami vibhakti. Uttarasyaha saptami vibhaktehe uttarapade pare sanyayam vishaye aluk bhavati. It becomes aluk. Uttarapade pare purvapadasya saptami vibhaktehe aluk bhavati sanyayam vishaye. If it denotes sanya, it will happen. We saw in the last page Yudhishthiraha. Yudhi, Purvapadam, Stira is Uttarapadam. Yudhi, Stira together denotes a name, the name of the person. Therefore, Purvapadasya Saptami Vibhaktehe aluk bhavati. Sanyayam aluk bhavati. Uttarapade pare Purvapadam. Ni will not become luk, na luk aluk. So in this context, we saw two important sutra. Shatva Vidhi. This sakara it is from the dhatu, shta dhatu, therefore adesha sakara. This adesha sakara, we saw that is adesha sakara not at the end of the padam, because not at the end of the padam, therefore supposed to become, it is, if it is apadantasya sakarasya inkoho उत्तरस्य अपदान्तस्य सकारस्य मूर्धन्यः इति we know Shattva Vidhi. Here Yudhi is in Purvasya, in letter. The Sakara should become Murdanya Shakara. But we saw the sutra Sat Padadyogo. Sat Padadyogo. Sat is a pratyaya. That is not required for our context. But anyway, we have seen that also. That is a Tadita pratyaya added to. Yeah. Shabanta, you get an abhyayam. Padadyogo, that is what is important. We require only that Padadi. Our requirement is that letter only in this context. Padadi sakarasya Shattvam na bhavati. Shattvam is negated for Padadi sakara. 83111. 83 when we say, you have to remember 83 after 59. If we say, if you quote the sutra number 8359, 8358, even 56, 55, all these are Shattva Adhikara. From 8356 onwards, it is Shattvam. So this is 8311. Shattvam is ordained, Shattvam is negated. It is interesting, Shattvam, it is Murdhanya Adhikara. Murdhanya Adhikara. So Shakara being Murdhanya, therefore it is also covered in that. And Dakara also is Murdhanya, that is also covered. Dakara Adesha also will come in some other place for some other context. Takarasya sthane Dakaraha Adesha Bhavati. Anyway, that is also not required for us. So Shattva Adi. So this is Shattva part, Shattva section. So there 8311 when we say, you have to understand this is Shattva Adhikara. Shattvam is negated for Padadi Sakara. Sat Padadyogo iti sutrena Padadehe Murdanyadesha na bhavati. Yadyapi apadantaha sakaraha tatapi Murdanya adesha na bhavati. Kimartam padasya adau vartate ataha na bhavati. So therefore, Dadi Sinchati. This is a padam example we saw. Dadi Sinchati. Sakara is the shich dhatu. It is adesha sakara. That's very important. Either the sakara should be a part of the adesha or should be an avayava of the pratyaya. That sakara which is not at the end of the padam when preceded by in or who will undergo Shattvam. 8359. This sutra says, fine, that is not at the end of the padam. It should not be the beginning of a padam also. So therefore, this Dadi Sinchati doesn't happen. Shattvam na bhavatis. Even though if it does here preceded by a Dadi. So see Dadi Sinchati. So this sakara, the doubt will come. The sakara is apadanta sakara. Why it doesn't become Murdhanya Shakara? We never asked this question. Because it didn't occur to us. But Sutrakara will not leave any stone unturned. So he would say that why this sakara has not become Shakara? Because it is Padadi Sakara. Fine. Then, if it is negated, then we will have the form Yudhishthiraha. We know that is not the form Yudhishthira. So therefore, there is another sutram, Gavi Yudhibhyam Stiraha. This sutra, it is Purva Apavada. You can see the sutra number. 8311 negates Shattvam for Padadi Sakara. This sutra ordains Sakara for the Sakara of Stira, which is a Padam. In the Samasa, Yudhishthiraha, Stira is a Padam. Is it a Padam or not in the Samasa? The Padam. Yudhi, one Pratipadikam, Stira, Yudhi is one Padam, Stira is another Padam. Together combines, becomes a Pratipadikam. So Yudhi, whatever the Karya it is to undergo as a Padam, it will undergo. And it Yudhi as well as Stira. So it is because the Pratyaya is not there. Therefore, it is it will not become a pratipadikam. It can be treated as a pratipadikam as well as a padam. So whatever the karya supposed to happen because of its pada status or pratipadika status, that will happen. In samasa, that is what we have been seeing. Two subantams combined to form a pratipadikam. Pratipadikam kattatita samasasya pratipadikam. So within a pratipadikam, two padams are there, and the vivakti pratyaya will become lopa supodhatu pratipadikayoho luk bhavati. After the dropping of the pratyaya lope pratyaya lakshana, even though the pratyas are dropped, like here, this example, ni and su are dropped, the whole thing is a pratipadikam. At the same time, this go is also a padam, stira is also a padam, as well as pratipadikam. It enjoys both the status, pratipadika status as well as pada status. Therefore, whatever the rule applicable for the padam as well as for the pratipadikam, that will apply as part of the sandhi samhita. Fine. Now here, this Yudhishthirabhyam, the sutra says, Yudhishthirabhyam, this is Saptami, Gavi Yudhibhyam. Gavi Yudhibhyam, that is, Gavi Yudhibhyam is Panchami. Uttarasya is there. So therefore we can understand this is a samasa, Saptami, Tatpurusha samasa. We have to connect to the Saptami, Tatpurusha samasa. Gavi Yudhibhyam Stiraha. Talking about samasa, Saptami Tatpurusha samasa. It's talking about, it cannot be a samhita. It cannot be a samhita, the sandhi just between the two words. Please see please understand what I'm saying. Yudhishthiraha, Yudhishthiraha. This is samasa. Yudhishthiraha, it is a vigraha vakya. There it is vyasta-padam. Yudhi is saptami vibhakti ekavachanam. Sthiraha pratama vibhakti ekavachanam. As vyasta-padam, as the individual padam, Yudhishthiraha, there this sakara, will it undergo shatvam? Yes or no? Sakara, will it undergo shatvam as the individual padam in the case of just a sandhi, not a samasa? Will it undergo shatvam?
No, this padadyogo.
No, this is a pada. No, it cannot.
Adivarna. So padadyogo, that rule if we apply, then it won't become.
Gavi Yudhibhyam Uttarasya Stitasya Sakarasya Murdanya Adeshaha. So Gavi Yudhi. See, you understand this, as I told, this Gavi Yudhibhyan is an exception to Sat Padadyogo. I said Sat Padadyogo. You can see the example. Sat Padadyogo, I gave the example Dhadi Sinchati. Dhadi Sinchati is one padam, Sinchati is another padam. Both are Vesta padam. Here there is no samasa. Samasa cannot happen also. It is a tinganta. How samasa can happen to tinganta? It is a samasa only between the subanta. So here shatvam doesn't happen because of the sutram Sat Padadyogo. Similarly, Yudhi plus Yudhi Stiraha. Suppose there is a line, a vacuum. Yudhishthiraha saha. Saha Yudhishthiraha is stable, is firm in the war. Not Yudhishthiraha. Anybody, somebody, some person, anyone. Saha Yudhi. Yudhi is in the Yuddha Kshetre, in the war, in the fight, is stable. Stiraha. Saha Yudhi Stiraha. This is Vyasta Padam. individual padam. Between the padam, samasa is possible. So this is a sandhi is possible, not samasa. Samasa, if you do samasa, then only yudhishthiraha it will become. If it is just a vyasta padam doing sandhi, there what will happen? Sat padadyogo sutrena sakarasya shatvam nishedaha bhavati. You follow what I am saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yudhis plus tiraha samgitayam vishaye shatvam na bhavati. Why? Because
Sat Padatyo.
sat padadyogo
According to Sat
sutrena.
Padatyo.
Sat padadyogo sutrena shatvam na bhavati. Right? But here it happens. Why?
Samasa.
Samasa.
Masa.
Gavi yudhibhyam stiraha.
Uttarasya.
Uttarasya stira sakarasya murdanya
Murdanya
adeshaka
adesha.
bhavati. So you have to understand Gavi yudhibhyam. So in samasa it will happen because this I checked. I've never seen any Samgita example given anywhere. Everywhere it is given Gavishtiraha, Yudhishthiraha as a samasa only as given. And also the next one, Go Shabdat. Go Shabdat Halahandadapi Etasmadeva Nipatana Saptamya Aluk Bhavati. So Saptamyaha Aluk, he says, therefore it is connected to the samasa. Saptamyaha Aluk. So Pura Pada, Uttara Pada, it is all in the context of samasa only. So it is not a sandhi. I have never seen this anywhere giving, this is some small thing only, but it was just reading this, nowhere is not given. So Gavi, Yudhi plus Stiraha as Vyasta when you do sandhi, there Shattam cannot happen because of Sat Padatyoho. Then Shattam, when does it happen? The sutra says Shattam, you have to understand, this sutra is applicable in the context of samasa, where the Purva Padam is Yudhi and Uttara Padam is Stiraha. Uttara Padasya Pratama Varnaha, Uttara Padasya Adi Varnaha Sakaraha. Sat Padadyogo should not become, it will happen. That is why it is 8395. It is Purva Apavada. Sat Padadyogo, please see. Sat Padadyogo 83111. This sutra is 8395. Mentioned before. Sat Padadyogo Apavada Sutra. This is Apavada to Apavada. Purva Apavada. So it is mentioned. The sutra is, as an Apavada, is mentioned before. You can see 83111. Sat Padadyogo. It has the anuvritti of na from the previous sutra, 110. So the 9 sutras from here, 10 sutras, 110 to 119. It's all negation of Shatvam. So Shatvam is negated for Padadi Sakara. And that is negated. That is negated by the sutra number 95. That is for Gavi Yudhibhyam Stiraha. So here it is, it's in the samasa context. When the Purva Padam is Yudhi, Uttara Padam is Stira, Uttara Padam. So Uttara Padasya, Uttara Padam is a Padam. Adi Varnasya, Sakarasya, Shatvam na Nishidhyate. Shatvam is not negated. It means Shatvam will happen. Therefore, Yudhishthiraha Rupam. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Ji.
Yes. The last class, I didn't tell you this is a small thing. As a Vyasta Padam, when you do Sandhi, there it will not happen. There Sat Padadyogo will be applied. When you do a Samasa, then Gavi Yudhibhyam Stiraha, that will apply. Okay. Now, another one also we saw. Gavi Yudhibhyam, the sutra, the main sutra is Aladantat, Adantat. Right? following a hal, following a adanta pratipadikam only. Gavi yudibhyam, when we say Gavi is go shabda. Go is not a hal, it's not a halanta, and it is not a adanta also. For that also, what will happen? Uttarapadasya, Uttarapade pare, Uttarasyaha, Saptamyaha, Aluk bhavati by this, that is a nyapakam which we can know from the sutra Gavi Udibhyam Stiraha, which I have written here. Gavi is go plus, it is go, Okaranta Shabda. This is neither a halantam nor a adantam. Still aluk as well as shatvam. Two things are done just by the mentioning of the word Gavi in the Sutra 8395. The mentioning of the word without further any sutras, any sutra without the application of any other sutra. If a word is just mentioned, which is not possible to derive by the application of any sutras, that is called nipatana. So, nipatanat, therefore we have to understand, because the word Gavi, it is there, it is used in the sutra. Gavi is not halanta, not adanta, it is okaranta. When followed by stira, then also it will happen. So therefore, samasa vishaye sanyayam Gavi go shabdasya uttarasya saptamyaha aluk bhavati stira uttarapade. This is only possible when the stira is the uttarapada, no other shabda. So that is why stira, the word is very specifically given in the word stira, denoting a. Suppose if Gavi is not mentioned in the sutra, then what would have happened? You will have Goshtira. You will have Goshtira, because Go is the Pratipadikam, Ni is Saptami, Stira Uttarapade. This will become, what will happen? Supodhatu Pratipadikyo to look. By that, this will become look. So if it becomes look, then Gostira, you will do Samasa, then you will have Gostira. Here also, in fact, it will not become Gostira, because the Sakara is Padanta Sakara. It's Padanta Sakara. Okay, it may be Gostira or Gostira, whatever may be, fine, that is not a problem. So you will have this form, Gostira or Goshtira. Let us see here. This is a Padam. Therefore, here it will become Gostira only, not Goshtira. Shatum is negated for Padadi Sakara. So Goshtira may not be the form. Okay, let me correct this. This should be the right one. You understand? In the last class I made it a Goshtira. I am correcting it now. Because Tira is a Padam and the Sakara at the Adi, the first place. So Sat
He applied
Padadya.
info hole here. No,
Sat Padadya will negate Shattam. So the Gostira only will come, not Goshtira. Okay. If at all, if it happens, but doesn't happen. That Apavada will overrule the Inkoho. Therefore, it will not happen. If it is, this is only a presumption. Okay, it doesn't happen like this. If it is there, if this Gavi is not mentioned in Sutra, then we discuss. So, Shtira will not, Shattam will not happen. Shattam by Inkoho, but Apavada is there, na Padadyoho, Sat Padadyoho. So, will be Gostira. So, that is not Ishtam, it is Anishta Rupam. Therefore, by the mention of the word Gavi in the Sutra, we can understand Aluk happens. This I am discussing if the word go is not there. If the go it is not there, it means it is then stira, which is a Uttarapadam, follows. Fine. By Sat Padadya, Shattam should not happen. Simple. Okay. How it will become Goshtira? Understand what I'm saying? Yes or no? Difficult to follow?
Understood.
Ji, no, Ji. For me, what are you telling? If the sutram is Gavi is not there, then it won't
It will be
become
Gostira. It will be Gostira.
only. Yeah, understood.
It will be Gostira. If this Gavi is not mentioned, the form would be Samastapada form would be Gostira, which is not Ishtam. It is Anishtam, Rupam, Anishta Rupam.
But
Therefore,
it is included, therefore it should be Goshtira only. No?
not
Since
Goshtira.
Gavi is,
Because it is there, therefore Saptamyaha Luk Bhavati. Even though it is not Halanta Shabda or Adanta Shabda. Sutram, the main Sutram, don't forget. Halantat, Adantat, Uttarasyaha, Saptamyaha, Eva Aluk Bhavati. Uttarapade Pare. This is not Halanta Shabda. This is not Adanta Shabda also. It is Okaranta. It is Ajanta, not Adanta. Therefore, Ni should not become Luk.
Lop.
It is Luk because the word is mentioned in the Sutra. That's a Jnapanam. That is one part I told. Okay. So therefore Gostira. Now, here the question comes. By here I have written Gostira. Shattam I have done. That also I have removed now. Anyway, this form is not there. It is only assumed.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is an all the extra, what do you call it? Extra interpretation. Nobody will say this. And also Bhashakara, Tikakara doesn't say all these things. We have to infer from this. In the last class I mentioned Goshtira. Now I just realized that's a mistake. That also cannot happen because Gavi is not mentioned. Then Stira in that word, in the Uttarapadam Stira, Sakara it is Adi Sakara. That is a Padam. By Sat Padadyoho, that will apply and Shattam cannot happen. So therefore Gostira only should be, if at all.
That is for Sandhi only, no? For
If it is-
Samasa, it will
It is
happen,
I'm doing
right?
Samasa, I'm not doing Sandhi.
Ah,
I'm doing
for
Samasa. I'm doing Samasa.
Samasa, Shatvam will happen, no? For Gavi Shabda and Vidhi
Gavi is not mentioned. Please see what the context is. Okay.
Oh, okay,
If
okay.
Gavi is not mentioned, discussing. Okay. Anyway, if it is confusing, leave this. Okay. This is all. If you stretch your thinking, then it is required. Not otherwise, just drop it. This is just to make you see if it is not mentioned, what will happen. To explain, it is Nipatana. All these details I gave. Okay. This is also all. This is my explanation. It is not given. Okay. This is
Anyway, it's not happening. No?
not happening. Therefore, don't have to
Yeah.
worry. If you understand the main sutra, it is fine. But
Yeah.
if you want to know what would have happened if it is not there, then this is what it would have happened. What would have happened? That Ni would not have gone. It would not. It would not have become Aluk. It would have become Luk. Number one. Number two is the Shattam could not have happened. These two things is okay. That's it. Fine. This is one thing. Then next example, which is Saraha that we saw. Okay. Any doubt in this? Shall we move forward? Any doubt? Please ask.
No, Jay.
No doubts.
No, Sharanji.
Please go through that. You think you'll understand. And remember, this is a sutra. Don't forget the main sutra. Sat padadyoho gavi yudhibhyam stiraha. It's all incidental. It's all incidental for shatvam. Sat padadyoho negating shatvam. Gavi yudhibhyam stiraha ordaining shatvam in the context of samasa. And that is to be connected to the Alukuttrapada Sutram, Sanyayam. Then it denotes a Sanya, then it will happen. It's all connected. Okay, so now in this main sutra, 639, Alukuttrapada section, the Sutram, Alantat we have seen. Now, what is left out? Left out is At Antat, that is Adantat. Akaranta Pratipadikat Uttarasya Saptamyaha Vibhaktehe Uttarapade Pare Sanyayam Aluk Bhavati. That is what we are going to see. Okay. Maybe here I will split this and write the vritti. Kashika vritti I have written. For Halantat, can take like this. Halantat Uttarasyaha Saptamyaha Sanyayam Uttarapade Pare Aluk Bhavati. Now Adantat we are seeing. Adantat. For that, the vritti can be written Adantat. Adantat Uttarasyaha Saptamyaha Sanyayam Uttarapade Pare Aluk Bhavati. So don't confuse this Uttarasyaha with this Uttara. Both are different. Here Uttarasyaha Saptamyaha Vibhaktehe. Okay, Saptami is Vibhakti. That is Shashti Bhakti. That alone is ordained Aluk. That will become Aluk. When Sanyayam Uttarapade Pare, when Uttarapada follows. Therefore, this Saptami Vibhakti belongs to the Purvapada. And the Purvapadam must be Alanta Pratipadikam or Adanta Pratipadikam. Okay, so here I have written, you can see, Adanta Pratipadikam. It is Pratipadikam. Adanta Pratipadikam plus ki, then Uttarapada. Uttarapada is whatever may be the Padam, or whatever may be the Pratipadikam, the Pratipadikam plus the Pratyaya. Vibhakti Pratyaya, Supratyaya. Then this Ni will be Aluk. That is what the Sutram says. Okay. So here we will see some example. For this, we have to recall, we have seen the Sutra 2144. We have to go back a little. You will follow up to this. Any doubts, please ask.
No,
Is
sir.
it clear?
Yeah, it is clear.
Okay.
Yes, Ji.
Now, for Adanta, you have to go to the, which Sutra you will go? For this, you remember Saptami Shaundagi? Saptami Shaundagi, right? See, we are talking about
Yes.
Saptami Vibhakti Pratyaya of the Purvapada not becoming Luk. Therefore, which Tatpurusha we will see? We will see Tritiya, Chaturthi, Panchami, Shashti? No. We have to go to Saptami because
Saptami.
Saptamyaha Alukeva Bhavati. That is a connection. So you should be able to understand this and go to this. That to go this Saptami Vibhakti. Saptami Shaundagi onwards you have to start. Anyway, there also Sanyayam, you see 2144. Sanyayam Vishaye Saptamyantam Supasaka Samasyate Tatpurusha Samasaka Bhavati. That one you see there. That we saw Sanyayam, that is important. Because in the sutra, what we are saying, 638, there also Aladantat Cha Saptamyaha Aluk Sanyayam. The word Sanyayam is there. Here, therefore, Sanyayam, that is the connection. Can you see the connection? This 2144 and 638. Could you see the connection? Sanyayam, right? Therefore, only coming. This 2144 under Saptami Adhikara is Saptami Tat Purusha. Under Saptami Tat Purusha, Sanyayam. That is the connection. If you understand all this, you see the connection, it will be very clear. Aluk Uttarapade is Aladantat Cha Saptamyaha Sanyayam. Because Sanyayam, the word is there, therefore come here. You see, Sanyayam is there, and this is Saptamyaha Aluk Bhavati. Therefore, you have to see Saptami Tatpurush Samasa, which starts from Saptami Shaundagi, 40 onwards. Then, where is Sanyayam here? In 40, it is not there, 41 not there, 42, 43, 44 Sanyayam is there. Therefore, that is a sutra connected to Alukutrapada, that is 638. Sanyayam. So Sanyayam Vishaye Kim Bhavati. When it denotes a Sanya, when a word ending in Saptami Vibhakti is compounded with a Subantam Padam, and when the compound is used as a Sanya Vachaka, Sanya Shabda, then what will happen? The Saptamyaha Aluk Bhavati, that is our sutram. Provided the Purva Padam is ending with either Halanta or Adanta. Now see the same example. I'm just going to copy from here. Aranye plus tilakaha. Aranye, what vibhakti? Saptami.
Saptami. Yeah.
Pratipadikam. Aranya.
Aranya.
Adanta
Aranya.
Pratipadikam. Akaranta Pratipadikam, right?
Mm.
That is what the sutra said. Alantat, Adantacha. 638. Alukuttrapada. Alukuttrapade. So this is Akaranta Pratipadikam. This is what we are saying. So Aranya plus Ni, Tilaka plus just together, it denotes a Sanya. What Sanya? That wild Tila trees. The Tila trees which grows in the forest. It has got a name. Why it is called Aranya Tilakaha? Because of this Alukuttrapade. See, this is a Nitya Samasa. Individually, if it is Aranya Tilakaha, means the meaning is different. In the forest, there are Tilaka Vriksha. That is Yastapadam, not a Samasa. Yastapadam, therefore, doesn't denote a Sanya. When it becomes a Samasa, Samastapadam, then only it denotes Sanya. When it denotes Sanya, then Purva Pade Stitasya Saptamyaha, by our sutra, Adantat Uttarasya Saptamyaha, Kim Bhavati? Uttarapade Pare, Aluk Bhavati, therefore, Ni will become Aluk. Therefore, Supodhatu Pratipadikya look is dismissed. That is dismissed, and Saptami Vibhakti Pratyaya is retained. Therefore, Aranye Tilakaha used, you get it. This you cannot express through the Vigraha Vakya. Because this is a together only it makes a name. Therefore, it's called Nitya Samasa. So this is not something new already. We have seen this. This is example clear.
Yes, Ji.
Yes, Sharan.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, copy and paste this the same thing.
Yeah.
Similarly, Aranye Mashaha, Vane Kimshikaha, all these are these examples. Vane Kasherukaha. Please don't think it's this Sandhi. Yes, Sandhi is not possible. You know it very well. Still, I'm saying this is all Samasa. All these are the examples for our Sutram 638. I'm moving back and forth. I hope you follow the same file.
Yes.
So, Adantad Uttarasya Saptamyaha Sanyayam Uttarapade Pare Aluk Bhavati. Maybe for our understanding, I'll mention everything here like as I did. Aranye plus Mashaha is equal to Aranya plus Ni plus Masha plus Jas. Then it becomes, you can see this Ni is Aluk. This is Adanta Pratipadikat Uttarasya Vibhakti Pratyasya Aluk Bhavati. Similarly, here also Vana plus Ni plus Kim Shuka plus Jas. Then Ni is Aluk. Similarly, Vane Vilvakaha, that is Vilva tree is in the Vana. Vilvakaha plus Jas. Vane Kasheruka plus Jas. Now all this, you can see it is Aluk. Saptami Vibhaktehe Aluk Bhavati. Okay. Then, so with this is done. We have seen the example. Now you please you just join. I'll give the Vigraha. You have to do Samasa now. Nadyam Kukkutika. What is the Samasa? What will be the Samasta Padam?
Nadyam Kukkutika.
Samasa would be?
Nadyam Kukkutikaha.
Nadyam kukkuti. Kukkutika. Nadyam kukkutika. Right?
Mm.
I don't know. You have to tell it's right or no.
No, Visarga should be there.
No, kukkutika only.
Oh, okay.
Three.
Ekvachana.
Yes. Is it correct? Is it correct? Please
This
think.
is not a Sankhya, Anuji.
It's a sanya.
It is.
But
Akara.
Nadyam is Nadi plus ni
Me.
plus
E-
Kukkutika.
Ikaranta.
Exactly. That is
Yeah.
Ikaranta. How can it become?
So it becomes
Not
that sort of-
Udanta.
No.
Not,
Kukkutika plus su. When you do samasa denoting a sanya,
No.
it is okay. Then
Mm.
saptamyaha
Udanta
look
or
bhavati va na bhavati.
Okay, this is not.
Sorry,
Udanta or
look
Bhavati.
saptamyaha look. Okay, saptamyaha
bhavati.
look va.
Look, bhavati.
Look bhavati. Therefore, what you will have? You will not have Nadyam Kukkutika. You will have
Nadi Kukkuti.
Nadi
Nadi
Kukkutika.
Kukkutika. Counter example. This is Vyatireka Udaharana. Okay. Similarly, Bhumyam Pashaha. That becomes
Bhumi, that also not.
Pashaha.
Bhumi is
Ikaranta.
Ikaranta.
Will it become a look?
No, look only.
No.
Is this look only? Therefore, what will the Samasta Pada?
Bhumi.
Bhumi,
Bhumi Pashaha.
Ashaha.
Bhumi Pasha, when you decline Bhumi Pashaha, Bhumi Pasha, Bhumi Pashaha, it will be, it's a sanya. You have to understand it's a sanya. Vyatireka Udaharanam same. Okay. Then, another counter example. You remember the Sutram Saptami Shaundehi?
Yes.
What does it say? What is the example I gave for that? Shaundadi Gana. First word is, please see the notes.
Yeah.
Udaharanam.
Okay.
What's the first example? The Udaharanam
Again,
example.
Nagendra Sapta.
No.
Not
One
that
example, I'm asking you the example, the Udaharanam what I gave. You remember Aksheshu Shaundaha. This is the example I gave. Shaundadi Gana, the words, the list of words in the Gana part, Shaundadi Gana, beginning with Shaunda. Aksheshu Shaundaha, the one who is skilled.
skillful.
The demon dies.
Yes, Aksheshu Shaundaha. Now, if you do Samasa, what is the form? There.
Aksha Shaunda.
Plus.
What is the Pratipadikam?
Plus.
Aksha.
Su.
Aksha plus
Aksha.
Su. Su is
Su.
Saptami Vibhakti. Okay, that's Su. Then Shaunda. Shaunda plus Su.
Su.
Now what will happen? Is it not Alanta? Sorry, Adanta. Is it not okay? Adanta? Yes.
Yes.
That was Su Pratyasya Vibhakti Saptami. Su Pratyasya
Aluk.
Aluk Bhavati.
Aluk.
If it is Aluk, then what will happen? What's the form?
It will be
Akshay.
Aksheshu.
Aksheshu
Sound.
Sounded.
Is the form Aksheshu Shaundaha in the example? You
No.
see your
No,
notes?
it is Saksha.
Aksha Shaundaha. But it has Aksha Shaundaha, there it has become look. That is the right form. Here, if you say Aluk, then Akshesh Shaundaha. So Akshesh Shaundaha is wrong, right? Because I taught you Aksha Shaundaha. Then what is wrong here? Which condition is not fulfilled? Guess.
It comes as Sayog Iksha.
It's not a Sanya.
Exactly,
So,
that's what it is. It is not a sanya. Why here Saptami has become look? Why it is not a look? Because even though it is Adanta, but it is not a sanya. Therefore, Saptamyaga kim bhavati? Look bhavati. Akshashondaha. Understand? By the example, you have to understand the sutram and the conditions of the sutram, right? Aksha Shaundaha is Akshesha Shaundaha. That is why I started the example Sanyayam. I didn't take the Saptami Shaundahi. Please see. Saptami Shaundahi, where it is 2140. There Sanyayam is not mentioned. Sanyayam is only 44th Sutra. Right? That is the connection I told. Sanyayam with this Sutram. Aladanta cha Saptamyaha. Uttarapade, Aluguttarapade. Understand? Therefore, for these sutra 40, 41, 42, 43 and all will not apply. Only for Sanyayam it is applied. Therefore, I am giving that as a Vitireka Udahanam. Understand the example? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Is it not a Sanya? Therefore, Saptamyaha. Look, Bhavati Eva, right? Aluk na Bhavati. Here it has not happened because the Pratipadikam is not neither Alanta nor Adanta. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Gee, I
Yes,
don't
sure.
understand why it
Sharanjam.
is not a sanya.
Why it is not a Sanya? Akshay Shaundaha is dexterous. Skilled
Huh?
person is dexterous, is skilled person in the game of dice. That's all. It is not a Sanya. Doesn't Akshay Shaundaha there is no word. There is no this word as a name referring to the person like Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira is the name of the person. It is not a Sanya, name of the person or a place or a thing or anything, any object. Akshay Shaundaha is not a Sanya. What do you understand by the word Sanya? Sanya is a name of a thing or a place, anything. Jati, guna, some, it should refer to some Sanya, right? It should refer to some Jati, some species, or within the species referring to some particular person or particular thing or object, right? It is not. It is not any particular thing or person. It is the one who is skilled in dice. Not Akshay Shaundaka is only Shakuni, right? If Shakuni has the name Aksha, he has got the name, suppose this name, then what would be the form? This is only an assumption. Okay, again, don't think it is true. Suppose Shakuni,
Akshesha Sounda.
he will be,
Akshesha Sounda.
he will be Akshesha Shaundaha. He will be called Akshesha, but we don't call him as there is no name for the Shakuni like that. Yudhishthira, his name is Yudhishthira. Dharmaputra is name. Why is called Yudhishthira? Because he is called Yudhishthira, therefore it is a Sanya. Yudhishthira means there is no other person. Yudhishthira means Dharmaputra. We don't call the Bhima as Yudhishthiraha. We don't call Arjuna as Yudhishthira because they are also Yudhi in the Yuddha, they Sthira, but that appellation is for the Dharmaputra. Right? It's a name only for him, it's a name. Therefore, Yudhishthira. Saptamyaha Aluk Bhavati. Like that here, this Akshay Shaunda is not referring to only this person, Shakuni. So therefore, it's not an appellation. It says the one who is skilled in playing the dice. Akshay Shaunda, that's all. That's not a Sanya. Therefore, Saptamyaha Aluk Bhavati Eva. Understand?
Okay. Yeah.
This is all Vitireka Udaharana. Okay. Now here, if you see this 638, I'm not sure whether you're given here 638. Look Uttarapai 638 or 639 we are seeing 639. No? Oh, sorry, 639. I'll be saying yes. That there Vartikam was there. When I typed the Vartikam, it was showing the Vartikam. You see 639. That's Vartikam only we are going to see. Harit Yudbhyam. Harit Dibhyam, not Harit, then Dibhyam cha. That is the Vartika we are going to see. Please see now. Vartikam to this sutra. Hrid Dibhyam. cha. Here, you can say, you can yourself can easily understand. What does it mean? Hrid yudbhyam cha. What vibhakti? Hrid yudbhyam.
Saptami.
So kind of Saptami,
No.
how can be Saptami, right?
Sir,
Dhyam is only 3, 4, 5.
3,
Vivachana.
4, Vivachana.
Therefore, what vibhakti is this?
Shashti.
Huh? Shashtiya.
I'm just
No.
asking.
Shashti.
Maybe that's a sani or
How can be
this is
Shashti? Shashti
meaning.
Dhyam is
Meaning
not
will
there.
be
Right?
like no. Meaning will be like
What vibhakti is that?
3, 4, 5. Sorry, 5.
After this, this
Yes, 3, 4, 5. 5.
it cannot be 3, it cannot be
Yeah,
4,
correct.
it has to be 5 only.
5.
Yes. Hrid and Dyum. Hrid and Dyu will get the
Dyud.
same thing.
Yes, Hrid and Dyu, yes, Dyu. Hrid a Shabda and Dyu Shabda. You remember Dyu? What is Dyu? What is
Dyuloka.
Dyuloka? Dyuloka is?
Deva will come from Dyu.
Deva will come from Div.
Div, okay, that is
What is Div?
Dyuloka.
What is Div?
Divadigana. Div.
Shine.
Div is a dhatu having so many meanings. It's a long one. If you see the dhatu pata,
Divyati.
Divyati, etc. comes from Div. From this Div dhatu only, it means shines or kridayam. That meaning it is used. That's why Indriyas are called Deva, because it shines
It
after.
shines.
I mean, yes, it shines because they are the means of gaining knowledge. Therefore, sometimes Indriyas are also called Deva. Deva is the word also derived from Div dhatu by the Krit Pratyaya, adding, you get Deva. Anyway, so Divyati, the Kriya Padam. So that is a Div. Now, Div, I asked out what is this Div? Okay, Div is from the Div dhatu. Now you can see Divyam is there. Okay, two words are there here. Hrid is one word, and Div is another word. Together it is a therefore Tritiya Vibhakti Hrid with Divyam. Suppose if I want to write Tritiya Vibhakti of Hrid, what would be?
Maruta, like Hruda.
Therefore it will become
Hruda.
Hruda. And Tritiya Vibhakti of Div.
Gurave. No.
Yuna.
Guruna. Yes.
Guruna. Gyuna.
Juna.
Gyuna. Yeah, Guruna, like that.
Guruna.
It's like Guru Shabda.
Yuna.
For that we have to know Div Shabda. From Div you get the Pratipadikam by adding Pip Pratyaya. What is the Pratipadikam?
Div only.
Div only. The zero suffix, right? Div. Then Div, when you decline Pratama Vibhakti, Ekavachan will be
Div. Marut.
Div. Marut.
really, huh? So simple
No.
for you. That much is not simple, okay. What is Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachan? I think I taught you this. Pakarantaha, it is Strilinga also, right? You have seen this. Pakarantaha, Strilingaha, Div Shabdaha.
Div.
It is Dyauhu. Dyauhu Divo Divaha.
Yes.
Okay, anyway, if you have not seen, we will see that later. Div Shabdasya Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. That Ukara Vakara will be replaced by Ukara. Then E plus U will become. Then this Vakara will be replaced by Aukara. Sorry, Aukara. Therefore, the rule is that Autaha, the Divaha out Sutram is that. You have seen that. So you will have Div, that is Div. Then plus Su. We will see that later how this Shabda comes also. Derivation Divaha out by that Sutra. D plus O. What is D plus O?
Dyav.
Dyav. So Dyav and Visarga Dyavhu. So Dyavhu, Divahu, Divaha, Divam, Divahu, Divaha, then Tritiya Vibhakti will be Diva. So Div is nothing but it is Diva. Anyway, so now what I want to say is this Pratipadikam is Rit and Div. That much we remember. That is what is required for this sutra. So Div is referring to Div. Divyam. Divyam is Tritiya Bhakti. Diva, Divyam. Diva, Divyam. Again, you have to know the Div Shabda. Okay. If you want, please see the Div Shabda in the here. We will see the Shabda, Subanta declension separately in the Ashtadhyayi Pravesha class. Later, Vakarantaha, Stri. There, I think you would not have given Sutra, etc. You can see Dyauhu, Divau, Divaha, Divam, Divau, Divaha, Diva, Dibhya. That is a Dibhya. Pratipadikam is Div. Okay. Here Div is who is replaced by Vakara. That is a Sutra is there. Asranamastane Pratyaya Pare Vakarasya Ukaradesha Bhavati. Therefore, Div.
Sir, if we press that word, we can get the prakriya also.
Yeah, that's how we are seeing.
What is that?
If you click on that, now you click on that, Charanji.
I don't want to click it, okay? You see it. Divaha Out Sutra and Divaha Ut also one Sutra is there. Okay, you see that, you will get it. Anyway, we will see that later. Div Sranamastana Pratyaya follows, Dev Hit will happen. The point is here, Dibhyam is, Div is a Pratipadika. Similarly, Hrid is a Pratipadika. Now, if you know this, the example what we are going to see, you can easily understand. You see, I will give one example. Hridayam. Hridayam Prishati will be, why this is goes like that. Okay. Will be Hridayam Sprishati. Yes, Sprishati. Can you form Samasa? Yes or no? First of all, that question.
Prishati is a dhatu. It's a Kriya
Yes.
Padam.
Yes.
So we can't.
We
We
can't.
can't form. Okay. See, with the Tinganta, we cannot form. That's true. We read the chanting of this sutras, right? You see the 19th sutra, second chapter, second section, 19th sutra. What you see on the screen?
Yeah, Upapadamating.
Upapadamating.
Not a thing. Not a Tinganta, right? Upapadam a thing.
I think.
By that sutra. Thing means don't think it's a thing, okay? A thing, negative. Not a thing. Therefore, this example, by that sutra, we can form a samasa. I'll tell you, for that, I'll give one example. This example, you know, because I've been using this expression many times. Kumbham karoti.
Kumbhakara.
Kumbhakara.
That is a samasa or not?
It's Upapada Samasa.
That's what is it. That is a upapadam a thing. Upapada samasa. Kumbham karoti. Kumbhakara. Gatam karoti. Gatakara. Anything you can say like that. Malam karoti. Malakaraha. Right? Karma karoti. Karmakaraha. Karma karaha.
Karaha.
Anyway, so that is Upapada Samasa. Upapadam, Samip. Here also, the Samasa doesn't happen with the Kriya Padam. We have to see very clearly. We will see that sutra in detail later. Here, actually the word is Purvapadam is Kumbha. Okay. And Uttarapadam is Dhatu of the Kriya Padam. You have to take Kru Dhatu. That will get what pratyaya to become a Pratipadikam? I'm not asking specific pratyaya, I'm asking a generic pratyaya. What pratyaya should it take to become a Pratipadikam? Dhatu taking the pratyaya becomes a Pratipadikam. What is a pratyaya? Generic name, I'm asking, not specific pratyaya. Specific pratyaya you don't know.
Kridanta.
Therefore, Krit pratyaya. The whole thing is Kridanta. Okay. Kridanta is Pratipadikam. So therefore you have to say Krit pratyaya. That's correct. Krit pratyaya. So some Krit pratyaya is added and Krit Pratyaya is Ghai Pratyaya. One Pratyaya is that. Ghai Pratyaya is added. By that, Kru will become what?
Kar.
Kara. So, Kumbha plus Kara. This alone becomes Kumbha Kara. Kumbha plus, it is Dvitiya Vibhakti. Kumbha plus Kara plus Su. So, the whole thing is Pratipadikam. Krittatita Samasasya Pratipadikam. Drop the Pratyaya. Kumbhakara. Therefore, you get Kumbhakara. That's why it's called Upapada Samasa. It is Upapada Samasa. We'll see why it is called Upapada, etc. later. Now, the same way here, Hridayam Sprishati. You may not, you see, you don't have to understand in detail because we are going to see that in Upapadamating. Just here, Karoti, we don't think it is joining with Tinganta. We are taking the Kridanta Rupam of that. Karoti, Kain Pratyaya. Okay. So, Kumbham Karoti Kumbhakaraha. Similarly, Hridayam Sprishati will become Hridayam is what?
Hrudayam. It's Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachana. So
Yes.
Hrudayam.
Therefore,
But it is a Napumsakalinga Shabda, so Hrudayam only will be.
Hridaya.
it is okay.
Pratipadikam is Hridaya.
Hridayam is nothing but it is okay. If it take as Hrud Shabda, Hrudam Sprishati. Okay. Hrudam is the heart. Okay, we take it as Hrudam. That is what Hridayam is. Okay, Hridayam all same only. But Hridaya is Napumsakalinga word. And Hrut is you can take. Hrudam Sprishati. I change it. Okay.
Okay.
The example it was wrongly given in the when I bought the effort. Hrudam Sprishati, that is better. Hrudam is what you put the Hrud plus then plus Sprishati. There also it has to be some Krit Pratyaya, right? Some Pratyaya is added by which it becomes. See, Karoti is Yaha Karoti Saha, right? Karta, denotes Karta. So Sprishati is what is Sprishati? One who touches, right? He touches.
Yeah.
So the Pratyaya should be that Pratyaya. That Pratyaya denotes the Karta. So therefore, what type of Pratyaya? This you can just guess. I'm not expecting you to know everything. I'm just asking questions so that you think and answer. What type of Pratyaya to be added? I mean, it should be Krit Pratyaya. That's very clear. Among the Krit Pratyaya, to denote Karta, what Pratyaya? What type of Pratyaya? Will you add the Pratyaya which denotes Karma? Can you add a Pratyaya which denotes Karana, etc.? No. You have to add a Pratyaya which denotes Karta. Because Sprishati. And you know very well, Pip Pratyaya is zero suffix, denotes Karta. This is yes or no? Pip Pratyaya is zero suffix that you can add to any dhatu. What you get? You get a Kridanta which denotes Karta. Okay. I think I taught you all these things. Is it not? Pip Pratyaya you add.
Okay.
You get what? For example, Drish Dhatu is that. Okay. Drish plus Pip. What you get?
Drish only.
Drish only. So Drish is what? Seer. Drish is seer, which is equal to, you can add Trich Pratyaya. By adding Trich Pratyaya, you get? Drashtru. That's same, all same meaning. All same meaning only. Drashtru, Vikaranta Shabda, you have added Trich Pratyaya. You can add Nil Pratyaya. What you will have? Darshakaha. Darshaka, same meaning only. See, Pip Pratyaya, I can add to any dhatu. Why? Just see the word Upanishad. Upa plus Ni plus what is the dhatu?
Shadlu dhatu.
Original dhatu is okay. 1 minute. This is go somewhere. Plus okay. You see this. Upani, this is not a dhatu. The dhatu is Murdanya Shakara. Shadil. L is with the letter. Shad is a dhatu. And you know, this dhatu adekhe, shaha saha. This is Sattam will happen, right? You know it. And because of this is Adesha Sakara preceded by E, again it will become Murdanya Shakara.
Murdanya Shakara.
So Kvip Pratyaya, it's added. In what sense? That is, Upa Samipe, Upa is equal to Samipa. Gatva, going near. Ni for Nischaya, for sure. Shadal, what is the meaning of Shadal Dhatu? Gati, Avasadana, Visharana. That is the dhatu, important dhatu. You have to remember the meaning. Gati, Visharana, Avasadayati. That is, Bhashakara says, no? Pugam, that is completely destroys, disintegrates, loosens the samsara. That is Ajnanam. So, Ajnana Nivartakaha Upanishad Ityartaha. Kvip is denotes the karta. Upanishad is that which removes Ajnanam. Ajnana remover. Ajnana remover, samsara remover by giving jnanam is called Upanishad. It's a Upanishad. That's how we get Upanishad. Right? Ajnana nivartakaha Upanishad. So Kvip Pratyaya is added to denote the karta. This is we know it. We have seen this in many contexts. So we can, you know Kvip Pratyaya, right? I taught you Kvip Pratyaya. Rameshwari, yes.
Yes. Yes, Ji. Yes.
Okay. Therefore, Kvip Pratyaya denotes karta. I gave one example, Drish. That is when I say any dhatu you take, you can add, you will get the karta. If you take Pach dhatu, for example, Pach plus Kvip, what will happen? Pach only. You can decline. You can decline. May not be that word may not be seen in the much in the language because we have other words are there. Pakta, whatever may be, right? Can add to any dhatu. Will get. Similarly, Sprish plus Kvip. This we have seen. If I remember, I taught you this. If I tell you, then the sutra will come later. If I tell the pratyaya, you will tell the sutra. So Kvip Pratyaya, is it Kvip Pratyaya or some other Pratyaya? Just there's also another zero suffix, not Kvip Pratyaya. Another one. What is another one? We have seen long. Yeah,
Twin
Pratyaya.
Twin Pratyaya.
Twin Pratyaya is added. Remember, we have seen this.
Kutvam.
Kutvam. Twin Pratyaya is added, not Kvip Pratyaya, because there was one specific rule was there in the context of Ritvik Shabda. If you remember,
Ritvik, I think we had.
Twin Pratyayasya Kuhu, something what I mentioned, right?
Yeah, yes.
Twin Pratyaya. This is another sutra by which the Kutvam happens. This is very specifically for Sprish. Anyway, only that much, if you recall, it is fine. Otherwise, also, it's okay. The Twin and Kvip are the same sense only, but Sprish Dhatu will take Twin. How do I say take Twin? Please see the sutra. We will get into that later. Our focus is not on that much, but for your understanding, you just go there and in the Ashtadhyayi Pravesha, that when we see Subhanta, that time we will see. That's one sutram is there. Sprisho nudake. Wait, do you see the sutram 3 to 58?
Yes, sure.
Sprishaha. What is Sprishaha? Touch. Anudake, not the water. If what you touch is not the water, then it will take Kvin Pratyaya. What will take Kvin Pratyaya? Sprish will take Kvin Pratyaya, not Kvin Pratyaya. If water is there, then it will not take Kvin Pratyaya. Udaka is what? Water. What is the nanj of Udaka? Anudaka. Right? Now Udakam? Anudakam. Sprashaha is touch.
Yeah.
If the object of touch is not water, then it takes Kvin. Here what we are saying, Hridayam, Hrit, Sprashati. Hrit is not water, okay? It is Anudake. Therefore, it takes Kvin Pratyaya. Understand? Is it clear? Only that much is required for us. What is required for our context, that much alone you take it. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, Ji.
Yes.
Anudake, if not water, then sprish will take quin.
Quin.
More on that, already I mentioned this sometime before, but when we saw Ritvik, etc. Sprishe dhatoho, sprish dhatu, anudake, subanta upapade. When there is a upapadam is the object of touch, whether it is water or what it is, what it may be. Anudake, if it is not a water, then pim pratyaha bhavati. It will take pin pratyaya. You see, jalena. Okay, that jalena. Anudaka is the very word anudaka. Okay, the month. Okay, we'll see this example. Then you see. Ghrutam sprishati. What is ghrutam? Ghrutam is ghee.
Ghee.
Ghrutam sprishati. The one who touches the ghee is called ghrutaspruk. Here shakara will be replaced by kakara. Kuttam happens. You know, vrasya, srija, mrija, braja, brajacham, shaha. That sutram is that by that sutra shakara happens. Mudra shakara. That is different. Similarly, pin pratyasya kubu and sutram is there. That is 8 to 63 associate 62 sutram. Don't apply that shakta vidhi there. This is apavada to that. So here what happens? The sprish dhatu by this sutra, it will take pin pratyaya. Therefore, shakara will be replaced by kakara.
Kakar. That rule also we have learned.
Yes, that's Ritvik Shabda, etc. We saw Ritvik Shabda in the context of Ritvik in the context of Vanij Shabda, I think. Vanij or Jalamuch, Vanij Shabda. In the Shabda Manjari, it is given Ritvik Shabda as a example to be tried for, I think, Jalamuch Shabda. In that context, we saw. They're all long back, we saw. Okay. It's very difficult to remember. If you remember, fine. Otherwise, also it's okay. We will see more on this when we see the Subhanta. So this much you understand. Sprish dhatu very clearly given. Sprish dhatu will take pin pratyaya if the upapadam, that is, if the word, I said water. No, that is udaka means water only. Anudaka is not here with shabda only you have to take. Okay.
Okay.
Not that the meaning, the shabda itself you have to take. Why I'm saying, you see the example. Here ghrutam, the word is ghrutam. Sprishati, ghrutasprika. Mantrena sprishati, mantraspirka. All referring to the karta. That is what Quinn is doing. Like Quinn also denotes the karta. Now, this is the next example. Jalena sprishati. Jalam is water, right? It is jala sprika. Jala sprika. Here, this word jala sprika, has it taken pin pratyaya or not? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Kuttum has
Yes, it
happened.
is
Yeah.
But the sutra says anudake. If it is not the water, jalam is water. Therefore, the word here we are not talking. We should not take the meaning of the word. We have to take the shabda as such. Udaka only you have to take. That's why he's giving counter example. Anudake iti kim udakam sprishati udaka sparshaha. Here pin pratyaya is not there. It is not udaka sprika. It is udaka sparshaha, the one who touches the udaka. Udaka meaning water, and the very word udaka is used. Then it will not take quin. If it is any other word than udaka, meaning water also, like jalam, etc. Ghrutam, totally different from water, fine. Then it will take pin pratyaya. So here udaka, please note, that is referring to the very shabda, not shabdartha. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
So that's counter example, you see, you'll understand. Very simple. Ghrutam sprishati, ghrutasmrit. There is no problem. Ghrutam is not a water. Mantrena sprishati, mantram also, it's no problem, but not water. Jalena sprishati, jalam is water. But still, kuttam has happened. Because jalam meaning water, but the word udaka is not used to mean water here. Therefore, it will undergo kuttam. Whereas udaka sparshaha, there udaka, the very word udaka is used, and that is touched by the toucher, that one who does the touching. So there it will take some other pratyaya, it will not take pin pratyaya. Okay, this you can remember, because we are going to use, because upapada samasa, this is example in the Vartikam. I'm coming back here. Therefore, that's why I'm adding pin pratyaya. Now you understand what is the importance of quin. To understand quin,
Yes, sir.
you have to recall what is quip, because they're all zero suffixes denoting karta. That's why I gave these examples. Through quip example, we arrive at quin. To arrive after the quin, then why is sprish taking quin? Because sprish dhatu taking quin, because what is touched is, what is touch? What is not what is touch? That is not the right thing. I said by mistake. What is not? Sprish is the, therefore I said. That is the correct expression is the upapadam is should not be the word udaka. That is right expression. The upapadam should not be the word udaka. Here upapadam is hrit. It is not the shabda udaka shabda. Therefore sprish can take win.
Okay.
Okay. Is clear?
Yes, Ji.
Yes, sure.
I am not writing
Yes.
everything in detail. You have to note it down.
Yes.
Here, please understand, this is called upapadam. Like kumbham karoti. Here kumbha plus kru plus gain pratyaya added. Here kumbha is the upapadam. Kumbha is the upapadam. Similarly, hrit plus is called upapadam. That upapadam, if it is not a udaka shabda, then sprish dhatu will take twin pratyaya. Why twin pratyaya? Why not quip? Because you say there's something will happen. Then it will get udang, etc. Nakara, desha, etc. All those things will come. Not here, it is not. So no issue here. So now you see, the whole thing is what now? Samasa. More on this we will see in the Upapada Samasa. Don't worry about this. You just follow the certain details I gave, which is not required here, but for your understanding I gave, so that if doubts are there, it may get clarified. If it creates further doubts, it's a problem. So now the whole thing is Samasa, and drop the Vibhakti Pratyaya. Am will go away, right? Am should go away, but we are seeing the Vartika under Aluk. Therefore, will go away?
No.
No.
Na bhavati.
Look.
And also here it is what to say? This is Rhythm Sprishati. I make it change again here, not Rhythm, because Saptami we are doing, right? So what is Saptami Vibhakti of Hridi? The Hridi Sprishati is proper. Hridi Sprishati. We are doing Saptami, right? Saptami Tatpurusha, not So make it change here. Ni. Hridi Sprishati. Hridi plus Ni. So now this Ni, Saptamyaha, look na bhavati, because that is what the Partikam says. Hrit Vibhyam Cha. So Ni will not go Aluk bhavati. And this, what will happen? Sprish plus quin. Sprish plus quin. We get a Kridanta. What will happen? It's a zero suffix. Shakara will be replaced by what letter? Will be replaced by when pin pratyaya is added.
Adi letter. So it is
No,
Adi.
that I'm asking. I'm doing sprish only.
Okay.
This is big.
Sprish only. Quin is zero suffix, so sprish only.
No. Then what is the purpose of adding pin pratyaya?
Okay. It will become
Kutvam.
ku.
Ku.
Okay. Kutvam.
Shakara is, it is Ushma Varna, it is sibilant, it is Mahaprana. So among this Kavarga, which one is a right option for that?
Prana letter then.
So you have to take Kakagaganga, right? So therefore it will be replaced by, you see I think this also it is there, this Shabda must be there, I think. Final form is you get Spruk. Karicha, by that you get Karicha, you get Spruk. I'll give an example from there. Sprish. Sprish is not there. Ritvik, I take the word Ritvik. Ritvik, yes. Jakaranta Shabda. It's okay. Anything is okay. Ritvik. This Ritvik is the word. Jakara is replaced by Jakara. Pin Pratyaya Setuku.
Oh,
Something happened. I didn't do anything. It's because it only becomes. Okay, anyway. So similarly, this Shakaranta Shabda, any other Shabda is here.
Jalamuch.
Huh?
Jalamuch also. It becomes Jalamuch.
No, Jalamuch is not the twin. It will not take twin. Something here it is. 1 minute. I will just, the screen is because I'm not able to reduce it. Put this in. If you have Shabda Manjari, you can please see under Shakaranta Shabda. Any Shakaranta Shabda, you remember?
Tadrish.
Tadrish. Yeah, Tadrish is one is there.
Or one each only?
Huh?
One each Jakaranta?
Not Jakaranta. That is not. That Jakaranta is very clear. But Shakaranta. Tadrish is fine. Tadrish.
Wish is there.
Huh?
Wish. Wish.
Not wish. Tadrish is okay. Tadrish if you take. That is Shakar. It is different two forms. Yes, Tadrish. You see, Tadrish is the example. Sprish, similarly, Shakaranta, Tadrish. So this is replaced by Gakara. Twin Pratyaya Setugu. Shakara is replaced by this Gakara, then Karicha, by that becomes Gakara. So by Vrasya, more than a Shakara, then in Dakara, then Dakara is replaced by Gakara, then Karicha becomes Gakara. So there's a sequence. We saw this. Tadrisha.
The footnote is given here.
We
The
have done
Shakara is changed
dish
to
Shabda.
Okay.
Dish is using twin pratyaya only. We have done.
Let
Dish.
me do this. Sprish. Only I will do Pratama Vibhakti Shabda. Shakarantaha, Strilingaha, whatever it is, Strilinga, I think. Sprish plus Su. I'm just
Pullinga.
Pullinga is given. Okay.
Yeah. Under that wish, there is a footnote saying
Okay.
this dish and Sprish will be getting this. All this.
Sprish. So now here, if you see here, Hirad, it is Aluk, right? Then Hridi, Sprish is a Pratipadikam you get. From that, Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachana Pratyaya Su. What is the form? So here you see the Samasa, Hrid plus Ni, Sprish plus Quin, Sprish plus Quin, you will get Sprish only. Then Hrid Uttara, that Aluk Uttara Pada, Saptamyaha Aluk Bhavati. Now, Hridi Sprish you are getting. Then when you decline that, what will be the Pratama Vibhakti? That alone I am showing here. And just take the word Sprish. You can take Hridi Sprish or Sprish, whatever may be, that's not a problem. So Sprish plus Su, you will have Sprish. Then Shakara is there.
Yeah.
So what will happen here? You go by the Krama, it will be replaced by more than a Shakara. Then you replace it by Jalam Jashwante, it becomes replaced by Dakara. Then you replace by Dakara will be replaced by Gakara. This is, you can stop here, or Karicha you can apply, you will have Sprit. This is how we get Sprish plus Su. We get the Padam Sprish is a Padam. Applying Brashya. Shakara is happening, but you cannot stop there. You cannot stop at Spirit, Jalam Jashwante. That's what I said. Brashya, Shakara in this Tripadi is the Sutram will apply. The 8 to 36 in the sequence. After Jalam Jashwante is applied, but we cannot stop here. We have to apply Quin Pratyaya. The Dhatu is Sprish Dhatu, and therefore Quin Pratyaya Sekugu is applied. It is 8 to 66, I think. You can check the Sutra. Therefore, it becomes Sprig or Sprig. In other cases, you don't see applying this. The Kutvam. Kutvam is applicable only for those dhatus which take pin pratyaya. What are the dhatus which will take pin pratyaya? If you ask, this sprishaha anudake in the sutra what we saw. If the upapadam is not a udaka, then sprish dhatu will take pin pratyaya. Like that, list of some sutrams are there. Those dhatus only will take pin pratyaya. So, and here the dhatu is sprish dhatu. Therefore, the rupam would be the samasa, upapada samasa would be Hridi Sprik. That is the final form. Anyway, upapadam rules are involved here. That we will see later. Don't worry about that. You understand this. Hrid is Shabdasya, Uttarasya, Saptamyaha, Aluk Bhavati. That is Vartika. So, Hridi Sprik. You get it. Similarly, Dyu is there. That we will see. Divi sprishati. Divi sprishati. Saptami vibhakti of Div Shabda is Divi. Saptami Divi sprishati or Divam sprishati. So here also what will happen? Is Div plus E plus sprish plus pin. Then what will happen? This Saptamyaha Aluk Bhavati. So therefore you will have the form Divi Sprish. Divi Sprish will become Divi Sprik. It is not evil that he will not go away. That is the better noted. So you have Divi Sprit. Pratama Bhakti Ekavachanam Rupam Divi Sprit. Divi Sprish plus Su. Divi Sprit. For these two words, one Vartikam is there. Hrid Dibhyam Cha. Hrid referring to Hrid. Hrid the Pratipadikam, which is Hrid. Hrid is Alanta, right? Hrid is Alanta.
Yeah, Dakar.
And it is a Halanta Shabda, therefore Aluk Bhavati. But the Samasa is Upapada Samasa. That's the only thing here different. So, similarly, Div also is Alanta Shabda. So, Vartikakara, it says, this Samasa has happened in the sense of Saptami. See, here I wrote Hridi Sprishati, but if you really see the Vigraha Vakya, Hrudam Sprishati will be there. I don't want to confuse you now. That's why I made like this. Hrudam Sprishati, Divam Sprishati. Why it is that we will see that Samasa has happened in the Saptami Tatpurusha Samasa. Saptami, it has happened in Dvitiyartha. Dvitiyarte Saptami. Okay, anyway. Don't worry about that. If I then I have to explain something else. Already I have many things I have explained. You confusing. You take like this is not a problem at this point. So therefore it is you get the form. You may ask why Hridi only it is or why it is. That's why I'm saying it is actually the Vigraha should be Hridam Sprishati. That's what I wrote in fact in the beginning. Divam Sprishati. So Dvitiyarte Saptami Tatpurushaha. Dvitiyarte not Saptami, the Upapada Samasa. Upapadam is in fact it is Karmani Upapadam. Okay, that is there in 3 to Su section. When the context come, I will tell you. Okay, don't worry about this now. If you see the example, what I give, Kumbam Karoti, Kumbam is Ditya Vibhakti. Kumbam Karoti. Similarly, here Divam Sprishati, Hrudam Sprishati, it has to be. So Dvitiyarte Saptami has come here. Then because Saptami has come, that Ni is Aluk. That is given by the Vartikakara. Okay. You understand as I have written here. Now, later when we study Upapadam, that time we will see later. Don't worry about this now. Later is later. Okay.
So we
So,
have to take Hridiya Upapadam.
of course, rhythm is
Because
Hriday-
what we have learned, Upapadam is like pra, something.
that is not Upapadam, that is Upasarga. You are confusing
Upasarga.
Upasarga.
Yeah.
Upapadam is Samipe Vartamanam Padam Upapadam. That's why I give the example. Kumbham Karoti. Kumbham is the Upapadam.
Okay.
Upapadam
Understood,
is a technical word also. It's a technical word also. Upapadam is a sanya. I'm refraining myself and telling all this because you are not, some of you are you're not attending the Ashtadhyayi class. There I explained the recent class. Remember last class, not yesterday, last week. Remember that Dhatoho. Okay, Kameshwari and Ganesh, you will not understand this. Just for the sake of others, I'm saying. Remember Dhatoho 3191.
Yes, sir.
Then
Yes,
what
sir.
is significance of that adhikara? I told. It is for the purpose of ordaining
It will
Kritsanya and
Dhatu Sanya and Padam Sanya
not
as well as
Dhatu Sanya. For the purpose of ordaining Kritsanya and Upapada Sanya. Tatra
Okay.
Saptami Upapada. Tatra Stam Upapada. Tatra Upapadam. Sutram is Tatra Saptami Upapadam. Upapada Stam. 3192. So the 3191 is for the purpose of ordaining Krit Pratyayas and Upapadam. Tatra Upapadam Saptami Stam. That is
Yeah.
Sutra. So Upapadam is a technical word also in that context. Anyway, I don't want to get into that too much. So we'll see that later.
We have learned Upapada Vibhakti,
That is different.
Saha,
Upapadam Vibhakti is different. Upapadam as a Sanya is the technical word. The Sanya. We will see that later. Okay. Anyway, so this is a Upapada Samasa.
Okay.
By the Sutra Upapadam Ating, this has become Samasa. So here, Sprish Dhatu, already we have seen that you can recall, that will take Vin Pratyaya. So here Shattam happens and then that rule, that the Krama you have to follow because this is in Tripadi. Shattam, then Jashtam, then Ardent Pittam. That's very important for the Dhatus, which will take Vin Pratyaya. So here is Saptamyaha Aluk Bhavati. Okay, that is the Vartika. I think that's much is enough. This is only for this two Shabda. It is. Okay, Sprish Shabda, you can note. In the context of this Pin Pratyaya, we have seen Udakam Sprishati would be, that also you can remember. It's not connected with the Samasa. Maybe this information will be useful in some other context. See, when the context will come, but if you gain some extra information, extra knowledge that you can note somewhere, some corner of the mind, so that time you can apply. Udakam Sprishati will be Udaka Sprishaha. Here it will not apply, that Kuttam will not apply because of the Upapadam being the word Udakam. Upapadam being the word Udakam, Sprish will not take wind. If it is other than Udaka word, like Jalam, etc., then it will take wind, it will become Jalasprita. Udaka, Jalasprita. This is one information regarding the Sprish Shabda. Okay, that also, if you can remember. Okay, this is fine. Then we'll go to the next sutra. Next sutra in the list, if you see, again, it's a technical sutra. I will try to explain with the website. It's not given much information. The website also. It is not important. Just for the sake of covering, I will just do that. 6310. The next sutra. Karanamni cha pracham aladu. Please see this. Today also I won't be able to complete this. Alugutra pada. Karanamni. Karanamni cha pracham aladu. You know what is kara? Kara means
hand.
Another meaning. Kara.
Tax.
Exactly. Tax. Taxing. Tax. T-A-X. Tax. The kara. Pracham. Pracha means Prachya Desha. That Prachya Desha. So, in the Prachya, what is Prachi? What is Prachi is? What direction? Prachya dishe namaha, Udicya dishe namaha, Pratitya dishe namaha.
Paschima.
It is east.
West, east.
East or west? Prachya dishe namaha. Huh?
Purva then.
It is
East.
Prachya desha. It is east only. In Sandhyavandanam we say Prachya dishe namaha. Pracham. Here also another thing. Okay. Anchu dhatu is there in the Prach. Okay, that is another incidental information. We'll see that Anchu is very important dhatu. Pracham deshe. Okay. Now this Karanamni, you see the Pracham deshe, that is in the eastern country. Yat Karanama tatra Halada Uttarapade Halantad Uttarasyaha Saptamyaha Aluk Bhavati. In the eastern country, the tax which has got a name, which the name ends with Alanta or Adanta. Alanta, Adanta. The name of the tax ending with Alanta Shabda, Adanta Shabda, and the Saptami and the Uttarapada, and the Saptami Bhakti which follows that. Which when followed by the Uttarapada, that becomes Aluk. Again I say, please try to understand this. That the name of the tax of which is given in the eastern countries, and the name of the tax ending with Alanta, the name of the tax that the Shabda ending with Alanta, the Shabda ending is Hal or At, then Saptami Vibhakti of that when followed by Uttarapada will be Aluk. So Aladanta Uttarasyaha Saptamyaha Aluk Bhavati, there it is very clear. Haladav Uttarapada, that is another important. Haladav, when it is followed by Uttarapada, that begins with a Hal. Here also, what type of Uttarapada is given? Haladav Uttarapade. Haladav Uttarapade. When the Uttarapada beginning with a Hal, then Saptami Vibhakti of the Purvapadam will be Aluk. So here not just simply Uttarapada, Haladav Uttarapade. Haladav, that's why in the Sutram it is there. So Pracham Deshe Karanami, the name of the tax. The name of the tax. Haladav Uttarapade Aluk Bhavati. You see here. The Saptami Vibhakti of the Purvapada, of the Purvapadam, which has a Pratipadikam ending with a consonant or Akara, in the name of the tax of the eastern people, right? That is Pracham Deshe. When the Uttarapada follows, which begins with a consonant, Hal. Vatikakara very clearly says, Pracham Deshe, for the people living in the eastern side, eastern country, Yat Karanama, the tax, Alantat, the tax ending with a Hal letter or At letter or Akara, Tasyaha Saptamyaha Aluk Bhavati Kada, Aladav Uttarapade. Example, Supe Shanaha, you take. I'll just explain with this website itself. I'm not going to write it. This is going to see. Supe Shanaha. Supa is the name of the tax which is enjoined for the people, eastern side people living in the eastern Pracham Deshe, eastern side, eastern country. Supa plus Uttarapada is Shana. Therefore, here Saptamyaha Purvapadasya Saptamyaha that Ni Pratyasya Kimbhavati Aluk Bhavati. Therefore, Supe Shanaha, not Supa Shanaha. Supa Shanaha, Supa plus Ni, Shana plus Su, that is Supe Shanaha. So Supa is the name of the tax. You have to note why it is and what is that and all. We don't know. It's all it is there in the words are there in the language. Therefore, it is giving. Similarly, Drishadi Mashaka. Mashaka is the coin. Mashaka, we say no, it's a coin or a rupee. So it's a currency. Drishadi Mashaka, it's the name of the tax. Karanamni. No, it is not the name. It is Drishyati Mashakaha is a name. So Drishyati, Drishyat plus Ni plus Mashaka plus Su. That Ni becomes Aluk. Okay. So Drishyati is the name of the tax. When it is followed by the Alada Uttarapade, Tasya Saptamyaha Aluk Bhavati. Okay. Similarly, Haled Vipadika. Haled Vipadika. Haled is the name of the tax and followed by Uttarapada Vipadika. Vipadika. Then it becomes Aluk. Similarly, Ale Tripadika, Kara Visheshyaha Sanyaha Etaha. The Kara is a Sanya. Tatra Purvena Eva Siddhe Niyamartham Idam. This is a Niyamana Sutram. You know why? What is Niyamana Sutram? This sutra, why do you require? This can be very well covered by the previous sutra. Namni, Nama is there. Karanamni. Kar Visheshyaha Sanyaha Etaha. Here it says, if it is only denotes the tax, then only this will happen. Only when it denotes a tax, then this will happen. For other thing, it will not happen. Only when, okay, I think, see, Supeshanaha, the whole thing, it denotes a tax. Okay, please note this. I said the Uttarapadam is a tax. It's not a correct. The whole thing is a tax. The whole thing means a tax. Supeshanaha. Similarly, Drishyati Mashakaha, the name of the tax of the eastern side country. So, similarly, Haled Vipadika is the name of the tax. Haled Tripadika is the name of the tax. So, Kara Visheshyaha Sanyaha Etaha. The Sanyas are the Kara Visheshyaha. These are the names of the taxes of the eastern side countries. So, if that is so, then that Purva Padasya Saptami Pratyasya Aluk Bhavati. That is what Sutram says. Now, why this Sutram is required? If you ask, Purvena Eva Siddhe Niyamartha Vidam. When the Sutra can be very well covered by the previous Sutra, why this Sutra is required? Because this Kara Visheshya, only if it is a Kara Visheshyaha, only when it denotes a tax, then only this Aluk Bhavati. If it doesn't denote a tax, then it will not happen. Aluk will not happen. Yata Yute Pashuhu. Yute Pashuhu. Yuta Pashuhu. You can see here Yute Pashuhu. Again, it is, if it is not a name of the tax, then Saptamyaha Luk Bhavati Yuta Pashuhu iti. If it denotes a tax, then Yute Pashuhu it will be. Similarly, another example, Vyatireka Udaharanam. Haladav iti kim. Why it is Haladav Uttarapade? Because if it is Ajadi Uttarapade, then what will happen to the Saptamyaha? Luk Bhavati. Avikate Uranaha. Avikato Ranaha iti. These are the counter example. The sutra is not that much important. It is just for the sake of covering. I am covering this. Okay, this is there. Then just no, it's not much important. You don't use all those things at all. So this is, but one thing you can note in the sutra, this is Niyamana Sutram. Siddhe Sati Arambanaha Vidihi Niyamaya Kalpate. That is called Niyamana Sutram. Purvena Siddhe Niyamartham Vidam. This, since this can be very well achieved by the previous sutra, why this sutra is required? Because it is for Niyamanam, for restricting, for regulating. For regulating means what? For regulating the Saptami Aluk only when it denotes a tax, name of the tax. When it doesn't denote the name of the tax, then Aluk na bhavati. Because there are words where it doesn't denote the tax, Ita Yuta Pashuhu. It is not the name of the tax. When it denotes the name of the tax, then Saptamyaha Aluk bhavati. Is it clear?
Yes.
Karanamni eva, Pracham eva, Alado eva. Okay, all this. Now you see Vasu is given. Supeshanaha, Drishyati Mashakaha, Ale Vipadika, Ale Tripadika. Maybe all these words we will see in some some literature. All these are names of taxes, okay, and would have retained the Saptami Vibhakti even by the last rule. That's what he says. The Saptami Vibhakti of the Purva Padam could have very well be retained by the last rule. Last rule is Aladantat, Uttarasyaha, Sanyayam. But this rule, why he says? Because it makes a niyamana, restriction. Arambe sati, siddhe sati, arambanaha, arambana vidiki niyamartham. This is for niyamanam, for restriction. If you remember, we are in the Ashtadhyayi Pravesha, or even the Ashtadhyayi class, we have seen the types of Sutram. Here, since we are seeing Sutram, that you can remember the types of Sutram. How many types of Sutrams are there? Vidhi Sutram, Apavada Sutram, then Niyamana Sutram, Atidesha Sutram, Paribhasha Sutram, then Adhikara Sutram. Adhikara, Utsarga, Apavada, Niyamana, Atidesha, Paribhasha, Sutrani, right? This is Niyamana Sutra. If I give one example for Niyamana Sutram, in the known context, you will understand what is Niyamanam is. In the I can give example, but whether we are Ashtadhyayi class I taught or in this class, I don't know. I will try to give one example for your understanding of Niyamana Sutram. If you don't understand, please ask whatever I said now. The Niyamana Sutram, an example I'll give. You see the screen? Rori, Karavasanego, Visarjaniyaha, Rogo Supi.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm not explaining Samasa. Samasa is over. That sutra is only that much value. I'm not expecting you to remember everything there. Just note this much. When it denotes a Kara, it's the tax name Kara Sanya, then Purva Padasya Saptamyaha Aluk Bhavati, provided all the conditions are fulfilled. The conditions being Alada Uttarapade, and the Purva Pada must be, the Pratipadikam of the Purva Pada must be Halanta or Adanta. That is what the Sutram says. Fine. Now, there, why it is required? When it can be very well covered by the previous Sutram. Because the previous Sutram, Sanyayam says, but here, the very specifically, Kara is there. So only if they denote the name of the tax, then only the Aluk will happen for the Purva Pada. If it is not, then look. That is the Niyamanam. That is the Niyamana Sutra. Then what is Niyamana Sutra? From the known Sutra, I'm trying to give an example. From the known Sutra, I'm trying to make you understand what is Niyamana Sutra. That we will see here. You see the Tripadi Sutram. Rori, Karavasanayo Visarjaniyaha, Rogosupi. Now, Karavasanayo Visarjaniyaha, you know the meaning, right? What will happen to the Repa followed by Karavasana, replaced by Visarga, right?
Visarga, yeah.
So, Repa. What Repa? Is it Repa of Sakarasthanika Repa or Swabhavika Repa? Which Repa will become Visarga when followed by Karavasana?
Sakarasthan.
Really, huh? That's what you have learned, huh?
Pada.
Which Sakara will be replaced by Visarga when followed by Karavasana? Please answer, all of you. Which Repa will become Visarga when followed by Kar or Avasana?
Swabhavika.
Swabhavika Repa.
Oh, Patanta Sakara, this Swabhavika Repa only will become. Then Abhyaya Repa will not become. Then you will never have Punaha. Then all the Repa you have to do.
Yes.
Whether it is Sakarasthanika Repa or Swabhavika Repa, any Repa, or even Adesha Rupa Repa, how do you know that? You see the previous Sutram, Rori. Rori is what?
Repa followed by
Repa. Repa is what Repa did he say? Just saying Repa. Raha is Shashti Bhakti of Repa. So Repa, any Repa.
Any Repa, yes.
If it is Sakarasthanika Repa, then you would have said Rohori. You understand?
Yes, yes.
If it is Sakarasthanika Repa alone, then in the 14th Sutra, you would have said Rohori. He didn't say that. He just said Rori. Rori is Rahari. Raga is Shashti Vibhakti of Repa. Any Repa, whether it is Sakarasthanika Repa or Swabhavika Repa
Swabhavika.
or Adesha Rupa Repa, any Repa, that alone comes with Anuvritti. For this Karavasani Visarjaniyaha. So, what example? Rama plus Su, Ramaha, that is Sakarasthanika Repa, right? Sasajishoruhu, then become Repa. Then Punar plus Kadati. Punar plus Kadati, what will happen to Repa? This is Swabhavika Repa. What will happen to that Repa? Punar Repa. That also will become
Visarga.
Doubt in that, huh?
No, Ji.
No.
It also will become Visarga. Then why this confusion? Any Repa will become Visarga only. Any Repa will become Visarga followed by Kar or Avasana. Okay. Please, if time is there, watch the other class. There is one other batch, and few students are there. I am doing the Sandhya. All these, I think, many things I have taught. You can just go through that. You can recall. All these things we have already seen this. It's not new. But these questions came up there also. I clarified, but not in detail. You see, just see. Anyway, now coming back here, so you get any Repa. That you must be clear, right? Now see the next sutra. Ro Supi. What is a Ro Supi is? Roho means what? What is the Pratipadikam? Ru. Roho Shashti Bhakti of Ru is Roho, right?
Yes.
Then when it is followed by Supi,
Saptami.
Saptami Bhakti. That Roho, that is Ru, Repa, followed by Saptami, it will become what? It will become
Visarjaniya.
Visarjaniya comes as Anuvritti. You see the sutra, you can tell, right?
Yeah, Visarjaniya.
Roho Sthane Visarjaniyaha Adesha Bhavati Supi.
Supi follows. Yeah.
Supi Pratyaya Pare. Supi is Saptami Vibhakti Bhagavachana Pratyaya. Sup. Ni, Sup, that Sup. Why this sutra is required? 16th sutra. When this can be covered by 15th sutra itself. Karavasana Visarjaniyaha. Why this is required? Because Roho is Ru only. Ru is nothing but Repa only. And Repa followed by Su. Su is a Kar letter. So Kar Avasana Visarjaniyaha, that sutra itself is enough. Roho Supi is redundant, right? Not required. No. Roho Supi tells when followed by Supratyaya, that Repa which is born of Sakarasthanika Repa, that alone will become Visarga. Not the Avayava Repa, Swabhavika Repa or Adesha Rupa Repa will not become. That is the Niyamanam. Restricting the scope of the application of the previously mentioned sutra. That is called Niyamana Sutram. Siddhe Sati Arambana Vidihi Niyamaya Uchyate, Niyamaya Kalpate. That's what the Niyamana Sutra is. What example? Okay, I'm deviating from Samasa. It's okay, but I'll just example and then I'll stop this. More on this Samasa we'll see next class. Now I'll give this example. Please see. I'll give this example of this. The known example will take Ashish Visha in the last class. Ashish Shakarantaha. Let me take Ashish. Okay. Ashish Sakarantaha. Strilingaha. Right? Ashish Shabdaha. Now, Saptami Vibhakti of this. What will be the form? Please tell me. This is Saptami Vibhakti. This will get a Sanya. What Sanya it will get? What will happen? Okay, you tell me. Step by step. Ashish plus Su. Padasanya. Very good. But you have to tell Padam, right? 3 2 3 3 4 2 4 3 5 2 5 3 7 3. Padasanya. What Sakara is this? Padanta Sakara. Padanta Sakara. Now, Padanta Sakara will become
Ashish Ru.
Ru, right?
Sasajichoruhu.
Sasajichoruhu. Then what will happen to Ru? Ru is nothing but Repa.
Then Visarga.
Repa followed by
Repa. So Irvorukadaya.
Dirgha Upadayaka Dirgha. Why you are applying that?
Ashi.
That's what
We are
Pratama
not doing Pratama Vibhakti.
that is
Okay.
what
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you were doing Saptami. Bahuvachana.
So here Repa is there. Will it become Visarga or will it become Visarga first of all? Will it become Visarga? Padanta Repa? Yes or no?
Yeah, yes, it will
Yes,
come to
it will
Visarga.
become Visarga.
Repa. When it will become Visarga? Repa.
Karavasanayoho.
Karabasanayoga Visarjaniyaha. 8315 you will apply, right?
Uh-huh.
Then why 8316 is there? Not required, no? Here 8316 why it is required? 8316 that is this Repa born of Ru. Anyway, suppose if you apply 8315, 8315 only is there assume. 8316 not there. Then what will happen? This will become
Ashihi
Ashi.
plus Su.
Ashihi.
Ashihi plus
Ashihi plus
Su.
Su. Then after
Adhikatam
that,
has to happen, no, Sharanji, here also. Ashihi is the.
why? Idrigatvam. We are doing Pratama Vibhakti. We are doing this Bhagavachanam. This is Saptami Vibhakti Bhagavachanam.
Isn't it Ashihi?
I'm not doing
Pratama
I'm not doing Pratama Vibhakti. I'm doing Saptami Vibhakti Bhagavachanam. Okay, you will see that later. Don't worry about it now. Just see Saptami Vibhakti Bhagavachanam. Then what will happen to, okay, up to this only I required. Other things you know what will happen. What will happen? You want me to write or you know it? Please tell me. I already this Shabda we have seen recently.
Ashishu,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Then you'll get Ashi. That is what I was
I
thinking.
don't want to
won't
leave it
you?
halfway. You tell me the full complete one, I will type it. What will happen?
that Sakara will become Shakara more than yeah.
Shakara?
No, first
Sakara
it
will
will become,
become Shakara.
you will get Sakara, it will be Vashari you won't use.
Vashari, okay, yes.
Then Sakara.
It,
Then you
two
will get
forms will is there, na? Two
then
forms.
you get
Yeah.
Adesha Pratyayoho, you will get Shatvam.
Yes, sorry. What she said is correct only.
That's what I was thinking. Won't you
Irva
not get?
Upadayaha Dirghayikaha, Alicha, not Irva Upadayaha. You have to say Alicha. Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought it's Irvo.
Okay. In fact, Irva Upadayaha itself we can do it because that is also a Padam only. Yes, you're right. Okay. Sorry. You're right.
Yeah, all
So,
this one is Padam.
yeah, no, you can take Padam only. It's I thought
Padam
it was
is
Alicha.
yeah, it is
Because you get 8
Yes,
to
yes.
the
only.
sequence.
You're
Yes.
right. You're right. Yes. 8 to 70 you have to apply first.
Ashishu, yeah.
8 to 66,
Ashishu
then
form.
76,
Yes,
then
yes.
8, 3, 36.
Yeah, this we saw recently. We saw this. Is.
Yeah, correct,
That's
correct.
what I said.
Okay, leave it. No problem. That is fine. Now this Dirghatam happens. Dirghatam, how does it happen? Please check the other one. Otherwise, not required. This now for this, what I want to say is for that it's not required. Then Repa will become Visarga. After that, what will happen? That you know.
Sakara will become more than.
Then Murdanya Shakara, Adesha Prati.
Yes, Ashihi plus Shu. How it will happen? 8359. This Sakara, Prate Sakara, even when intervened by Visarga, preceded by in Koho, becomes Murdanya.
Murdanya.
Either you can leave it as it is, right?
Ashishu.
Ashishu.
Or
Yeah.
we can replace by
Then you use
Sakara,
Shakara.
then Shuttam.
Shtutvam will happen.
Ashishu.
And,
So two forms you will have.
Ashishu.
Okay.
yeah.
Ashishu.
This is an example just to show you that Ru Repa becoming Visarga. And I'm not interested in other rules. Don't worry, other rules even if you don't follow now. Now, here, Sangamitra, you told Kauravasana Visarjaniya, 8315, right?
Yes.
That is highlight now. Now, let me take the other Shabda, Gir Shabda. Here, Gir is a natural word. How you get Gir is, I mean, natural word means natural Repa, not the word is natural. It is a Gir Shabda that, you know, that is by Rutaha Iddato, by that it will become Gir, it becomes Gir, that's why it becomes Gir.
Yeah.
That's what he is interested. Saptami Vibhakti of Gir Shabda, Gir plus, here what will happen? Please tell. Anybody can tell, okay? Gir plus what will happen?
As per the form, it is Gir Shu.
Don't see the form, okay? Don't see the advance. That's a problem. If you go to Ashtadhyayi, don't see the form. Don't see that. You think and then see.
Okay, as per the rule, now the Repa should become Visarga as per the Karavasanayoho.
Karavasanayoho it become Visarga.
It will become Visarga only.
Yes, it's correct. Gihi plus Su, it will become, right?
Gi.
Then
Then the same thing, the sakara will become shakara, adesh pratyayoho, that one.
okay, if you say gihi plus su, there is no such word at all. The rupam, if you see, it is gir
Gives.
plus
Girshu.
su,
Shu,
then becomes
yeah.
gir shu only.
Shu.
Here, the
That
drepa
one
it
happens.
cannot become at all. What according to you, by Karavasana Visarjaniyaha you applied, but it doesn't happen at all.
Okay.
It is what happens is okay. What happens is here it is this repa will not become visarga. If it becomes visarga, then you will have gisu. You will have gishu. Otherwise, this will become gis either gihi shu or
Gishu.
gishu. This is not a form.
The form. Yes.
The form is girshu. So it means repa followed by, this repa is padanta repa followed by kar letter. This
Kar
has
letter.
not become visarga. Why? This repa is not
Because
sakarasthanika repa, not because, not born of ru. That is rogo. If it is born of rogo, then rogo means ashashti bhakti. Okay. If it is born of ru, then it would have become visarga. Therefore, here this sakara in the place of which ru has come. Therefore, this ru becoming repa, for that you cannot apply Karavasana Yogo, you have to apply Rogo Supi. By Rogo Supi, it has become, that is this sutra 8316 as applied. Girshu, it doesn't apply. This is called Niyamana Sutra. In the case of Saptami Vibhakti, that is when Saptami Vibhakti Pratyaya follows, that repa will become visarga. Which repa? That repa born of ru only will become visarga, not the repa which is sakarasthanika, sorry, adesha rupa or avyaya
okay.
repa. Adesha rupa repa or avyaya repa, that will not get visarga adeshaha. That is why this is called Niyamana Sutra. This is only example for Niyamana Sutra. Okay, that is the context. Not for Samasa. Nothing to do with Samasa here. Is it clear?
Yes, yeah.
All of you.
Yes, Shanji.
Please see this. This is an example for Niyamana Sutra. In the same way, extending this idea of Niyamana Sutram to our context also. Our context is here is, okay, not here, but is 639. That is Karakamni. What is that sutra? Alukutra Pade. Please see here.
Karakam Nicha Pracham.
6310.
6310.
What is that? Karakamni Pracham Deshim. 6310, it is applicable. Niyamana Sutra. Siddhe Sati. Already it is accomplished by the 9th Sutra. Arambanaha. Initiating a new Sutra is for Niyamaya Kalpate, Niyamartham Vartate. It is for Niyamanam. This is called regulating Sutra, Niyamana Sutra. There are so many examples of the Niyamana Sutra. I can give you from the example of that Sarvanamasthanaya Asambuddha, what we saw recently. That also I can give you. Inhan Bhushan Ariyam Nam Shau Saucha Niyamana Sutram.
Yes,
Saucha
yes.
is Niyamana Sutra.
That means restricting.
Restricting only to Sarvanamastana Pratyaya, Supratyaya. See, all these are our context. You have to bring over from our what we have seen. At that time, I didn't say because it is not required. It's this time also not required. Anyway, just I wanted to tell you this. Because this 6310 is sutra is not of much value, but Niyamana Sutra, you understand what it is. That is what is what we have taken from this 10th Sutra. The Sutra is not important, but you can understand that is Niyamanam. What is Niyamanam? For example, we understood. Many examples are there. You can note down. This is an example. This is an example where you can see the Niyamana Sutram, Rogo Supi, then Su, Saucha, all these things you can take as an example for Niyamana Sutrani. सूत्राणि षड्विधाः भवन्ति तेषु नियमनसूत्रमपि वर्तते. Okay, many are there. This is what
Like
we know.
Adhikara Sutram, like that Sanya Sutram.
Sanya Sutram. Sanya Sutram, sorry, I forgot. In fact, it is Adhikara Sutram, Utsarga Sutram, I mean Vidhi Sutram, we don't say Utsarga. Utsarga
Vidhi
Vidhi both
Sutram.
comes under Vidhi Sutram. It is Adhikara Sutram, Vidhi Sutram, Sanya Sutram, Paribhasha Sutram, Adidesha Sutram. Adidesha is extending the scope. That also it is there. Then other one is Niyamana Sutra.
Niyamana.
Okay. Okay, we'll stop here. We'll see the next sutra. Madhyad Guru. It's all simple one, but anyway, time not there. We'll see. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavada Vijay.
धन्यवाद शरद.
Dhanyavada, Sharad.
I gave example for Atidesha Sutram also, I think. You can check your notes. I don't remember. Some example I gave. Extending the scope of Sutra.
Yes, we should have seen, but I don't remember now.
Okay. Many things you don't remember. It's okay. Leave it.
But anyway, currency has its own status, Sharad. So it's Niyamana. That's it.
Yes. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavada.
Dhanyavada.